Great news for Sony shooters. Angelbird just introduced a 1TB CFexpress Type A card.
This is a CineD Gear News video, supported by B&H and CVP.
Hi, this is Nino from CineD at the CineD booth at NAB 2023 with Roman from Angelbird. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you yourself?
Very well indeed. You just announced something new. Actually, we have to say, well, there's a little bit of bias here. We're cooperating with Angelbird for a very nice giveaway here at NAB. So in case you still see this during the show, I'm not sure, but you can take part in our raffle and actually win an amazing 512 gigabyte CFexpress Type B, Fast or SD card every day here. But if you see this after the show is done here in Las Vegas, it's still interesting for you because you just introduced a completely new card, and that is particularly interesting for Sony users, I would say. What is it?
It's for Sony users because Sony is the only one who currently is working with Type A, so CFexpress Type A. And after the request from the market that we should also offer something for Type A, we said, okay, now we will do it. And now it's NAB time, and we said, okay, that's the right time. We introduce our Type A card, which is the CFexpress Type A with 1 terabyte.
1 terabyte, that's massive. Why did you decide to go with such a big capacity?
I would not say it's big. I think it's very well sized, capacity-wise, for especially these guys who are doing video work. And if you say, okay, 100 frames per second, highest resolution, you need the capacity to being able to store these files because they are just bigger. That's it.
No, absolutely amazing. I mean, I think we have been talking about this last year. It's like, and I told Roman, so why don't you make a Type A card? Because I'm a Sony shooter. I shoot a lot A7S3, FX6, FX3. And we all know, how should I say this politely? The Sony cards are priced challengingly. It's not easy to own many of them because they are really pricey. And I think there's not enough competition in this market, so it's nice to see you're changing that.
Yeah, the reason is why we introduced this card, and especially at the price, which I think we will mention later, is the storage. So the price per gigabyte has to be in relation to the gear. So, and if I purchase, or that's at least my understanding, if I purchase a camera for $2,000-$3,000, then also the card has to be in relation. And not that you have to pay the same price basically for the card what the camera costs.
Let's actually talk prices. I honestly don't know. What are the current prices for the existing Sony cards? And what is the price for this one?
I would not in particular say Sony cards because there are other vendors also out there who are offering products on Type A. It's the price per gigabyte is just more than the double as we charge. Price per gigabyte for our card, and now we come to the interesting thing, next to 1 terabyte is 50 cents per gigabyte. So $500, $499.99 or €499.99 for 1 terabyte.
Okay, impressive. Let's talk about speed. I mean, how do they, we all know that on those Sony cameras, you need those. You can also use SD cards, but you cannot use the SD cards if you want to shoot 4K, 120, or in the highest quality codecs. Do they match this speed? Is it the same speed? Is it faster?
No, definitely. So we can do everything the camera can throw at it. We capture it. We over exceed, let's say it like that. The performance, what we can offer with the cards is way more the camera in the end of the day really needs.
Okay, nice. And of course, with the card, you're also introducing a reader, which you didn't have before, I guess, for Type A.
Exactly. What we introduce the reader and also the media tank so that you can also cover the Type A cards in the tank. That was a request. As you remember, we just announced that, and that was the very first request from the crowd. Is there also Type A model available? Now it is. The reader in the same design. What we have also the Type B reader, the C Fast reader, and the SD card reader. It's now also available for Type A.
And the Type A reader reads not only Angelbird, but all other cards?
Of course. It's cross-compatible with all the cards which are on the market from other vendors. Yeah.
Okay, great. And are you shipping already?
Yes. From today we announced. Today is Tuesday the 18th of April. we introduced the product and we are already shipping.
Very nice. Thank you, Roman.
Nino?
Thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned to stay tuned to CineD for more from NAB here in Las Vegas, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.